Good morning, students. Welcome to social science class. In our previous session, we discussed that the king accepted the demands of the National Assembly. The National Assembly completed the draft of the Constitution in 1791. 1791. The king is forced to sign the constitution, and ultimately France becomes a constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy means the king is still the head of the state, but his powers have been limited by a constitution. His powers were divided in three institutions: legislature, executive, and judiciary. And let's see how these three institutions were formed. For the formation of these institutions, the citizens were labeled as the active citizens and passive citizens. Active citizens were entitled to vote. It means that they were given the right to vote. Passive citizens did not have any right to vote. Now see, who could become active citizens? To become active citizens, it was necessary that a person must be a man. Women were labeled as the passive citizen. So only men above 25 years of age and who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of laborer's wage, they only could become the active citizens. All women, all children, all youth below 25 years of age, and also all those who were the non-taxpayers, they all were labeled as the passive citizens. Now then, these active citizens voted to elect a body of electors which consisted of 50,000 men. Who could become the electors? Those who paid more taxes than only those who were entitled to vote. Then these 50,000 men who were known as electors, they again voted to elect 745 members, and these 745 members form the National Assembly. Who could become the members of the National Assembly? The members of the National Assembly belong to the highest bracket of taxpayers. Means those who paid maximum tax, they could only contest the election to become a member of the National Assembly. And this National Assembly worked as the legislature. It means its main work was to make the laws. It had control over the minister also, and it had control over the king also. Means from now onward, king could not do whatever he liked. Even if king was given the veto power. Now veto power means what? It means that National Assembly passes any law, but king could refuse to sign on that by saying veto, means saying no. The active citizens also appointed a judge, means they also formed a judiciary. So if there is any dispute between executive and legislature, then that could be resolved by the judiciary. The one very important aspect of the constitution was the rights of men and citizens. It was first time in the world history that any country thought about the rights of the common people. And the constitution of France begins with the declaration of the rights of men and citizens. These were given to all the people. Some of the important rights were right to life. Right to life means nobody could be killed. Freedom of speech means people now could write the books, could write articles in the newspapers, could discuss about the political systems and all. They could express their opinion. And equality before law means now justice was for everyone, means everyone was equal before law. And all these rights were declared as or were established as natural and inalienable. Inalienable means what? They cannot be taken back from any citizens. And these rights we also found in the constitution of our country. These rights belong to each human being by birth and could not be taken away. So this was one of the important thing or important step which was taken by the National Assembly, which was later on followed by many countries. We finish our session today here only. Rest of the thing we will revise tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day.